Okay, guys, so today we're going to be discussing about the expanded and enhanced version of Grand Theft Auto 5 that is supposed to be coming out sometime in the second half of 2021. We're going to be going over some possibilities of pricing and release date and what we can expect out of the expanded and enhanced version of Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S. So, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss a single video while being uploaded. And comment down below of your thoughts at the end of the video, and also hit a like if you enjoy this content. But any further we go, let's get this video started and out of the way. So let's begin.
Catch 'em all.
So, at Sony's PlayStation 5 press conference back in the beginning of June, the first thing that we get from that PlayStation 5 conference that Sony had was a GTA 5 trailer, the original Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer. And what we got at the end of it is it said, coming to PlayStation 5 at the second half of 2021. Now, there's been a lot of rumors and speculations and discussions with a lot of the big YouTubers out there that make Grand Theft Auto videos, and especially a few of them that I watch, which is Zach Cox TV, Mr. Boss for the Win, and Saints fan and all that. And I have really been a really big, supporter for those guys. And, because they make GTA 5 videos, GTA 5 is like one of, if not the probably all-time best game that I probably played the most hours on than any other game. And mostly because there's just so much to do, and it's just so fun, and it's really addictive compared to a lot more other games. And Red Dead 2 is probably close to my second, but it's not quite up there yet. But Red Dead 2 is like almost my second most played game, and Rockstar just really does great on their games. But today, like I said in the beginning part of the video, we're going to be discussing about the expanded and enhanced version of Grand Theft Auto 5 that got announced at Sony's PlayStation 5 conference, and what we can expect, and then pricing, and then when the release date is going to be. But as of right now, Rockstar has not said anything about, pricing or anything like that. But I am going to give you guys a little bit of a fair warning right now. And the way it looks like is Rockstar has announced that if you have a PlayStation 4 and you can get the $1 million every single month to the launch window of the PS5 version of GTA 5. And once the game comes out, you can get the exclusivity of the GTA Online, the standalone version of it, where you won't get the story mode and you won't get the whatever else that was in the story mode. All you're going to get is just the online, and it's going to be a separate game. But it looks like because Rockstar said exclusivity on PlayStation 5, you will get the standalone version of GTA Online. At this point in time, we really do not know what the pricing of the game is going to be. Now, if Rockstar was to honestly sell this game, resell it again for $60 or possibly even $70, it's really not going to go great for the consumer and the fans out there. It just will not go good. Now, personally, me, if I even have to buy it, even for $70 and not like 60 or whatnot, even though a lot of people's really not liking the price increase, I personally still am going to buy it because I'm going to continue making like YouTube videos and all that good stuff, because Sony has confirmed that all of the recording software and features that's been put into the PlayStation 4 is going to be carried over to the PlayStation 5. and it's going to run and record your game clips at 4K while at the same time recording your voice. So that's another great thing about the PlayStation 5 and about having GTA 5 on the PS5. So that's one of the big reasons why most likely I'm going to be buying it no matter what the odds are, if it's either a $60 sell again or if it's going to be $70. Like, I'm still going to be buying the game so I can, enjoy it on the next gen consoles. And then, like I said, making YouTube videos on the PS5, especially playing in 4K and probably going to be 60 frames a second that's going to be recording at. So it's going to be all good news for me, but for the consumer and fans, it's not going to go really all that well. But there is rumors and speculations that Rockstar is probably going to resell the game at $30 instead of a full $60, and it would make a lot more sense if they would actually do, $30 instead of $60 or whatnot, because this game is already old enough as it is, and if they just do the graphics and all that, that's pretty much all you're paying the extra money for, and it's not really worth it, especially with how small that the map is because of all these big, humongous games like Red Dead 2 and freaking Just Cause 4 and freaking Assassin's Creed, Odyssey and all that. Like, games are getting way more bigger than ever before, and GTA 5 doesn't even match as big as most of those games that I just named off, except maybe Red Dead 2, but Red Dead 2, I think, is a slightly bit more bigger than GTA 5, personally, in my book. But, yeah, that's pretty much all you're going to be paying for the extra $60 is going to be just the looks of the game, and that's just really not going to go great for the fans. But if Rockstar was to do $30, there still is going to be people that are going to be mad because they have to rebuy the game, especially if they already own it, like myself that owns it on disc and digital for both of my PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One X. It just won't, the consumer's just going to be really, it just won't work out for the consumer, and the fans are just going to be so freaking, they're just going to be so mad at Rockstar, and Rockstar's just going to be in some hell of a lot of trouble. But for $30, that's where I see Rockstar most likely reselling the game at. And the reason being is because, like I said, this game's map was big for its time when it first launched on the Xbox 360 and PS3 back in 2013. But now with games like RDR2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and even Origins, and then the new one, Valhalla, games are just getting humongously bigger on at least map scaling and stuff like that. And GTA 5 doesn't even match close to, especially like the Assassin's Creed games. So if something was to happen, like if Rockstar actually built Liberty City onto this map and then they resold it for $60 or possibly even the $70 raise increase, then it would honestly be really, really worth it, and I'm sure that a lot of freaking consumer and fans would really get it. But if it's just the graphics and it's just the entire same map, it just won't be worth it for the consumers. But that goes for the pricing, but like I stated, I personally think that what Rockstar is going to do is they're literally going to probably resell the game at $30, because if they do that, it will help out a lot. They're going to still make money, they're going to still sell copies, and they're not asking for so much for just an old game that's been out for 7 years. So that's what I personally think. Maybe $40, and I still think $40 it would be okay, but for 60 or 70, I'm kind of on your side about that, even though I'm still going to buy it. But I can see all of your frustration, guys, for if they were to resell it for $60 or $70. But I think $30 or $40 is most likely what they're possibly going to do, or heck, they may just give you it free or whatnot. But since they said that you get the standalone version of the online for free on the PS5, basically says that they're going to try to resell you the game. So, honestly, it's not going to affect me at all. Now, release date wise, they have stated that it's coming out on the second half of 2021. Now, this could possibly be a lot of reasons. One, it could come out on the release date that it originally came out on and be a 8-year celebration anniversary, or it could come out on any given random date, or it could possibly come out on, today, October 26th, which today is actually Red Dead Redemption 2's second year anniversary, and they could possibly release it on that day to basically celebrate Red Dead Redemption 2, or even better, they could possibly release it on October 2nd for, the 8-year anniversary for the Grand Theft Auto Online separately. So there's a lot of good release dates that we could possibly have. Either they could release the game on the same release date that the game originally came out in 2013, or they could do it on October 2nd, the day that the online got released, or they could do it on October 26th, 2021, the date for Red Dead Redemption 2 was released on, or possibly even better, they could honestly do it on November 18th, 2021, on the day that Grand Theft Auto 5 originally came out for the current gen consoles, the PS4 and Xbox One, or, they could be possibly release it on really any given random day. But those are a few dates that I think that they're going to do it. My main thing is they're probably going to release the game either on the same day that the game originally came out in 2013 on, or possibly the same date that the online was released. Those are the two dates I honestly could see the expanded and enhanced version of Grand Theft Auto 5 honestly possibly releasing for the new systems on. So that's honestly personally my take on the release date side of things. But let me know what you think of the release date is going to be, and what you and why you think that it's going to be on that specific date, or if you just think it's going to be some random day that they're going to choose. So yeah, just comment down below of your thoughts on the release date. And the last part of the topic is going to be, what can we really expect out of this new expanded and enhanced version of Grand Theft Auto 5? Well, one, we already know that the game is going to look 10 times better on graphical fidelity, even though I still think that GTA 5 is still one of the best looking games on the current gen consoles. And this game originally came out on the Xbox 360 and PS3, and it was not a full, groundbreaking game for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And Rockstar still managed to get this game to really look really impressive on the, newer hardware at the time, even though it was originally on the last generation of consoles. But with the way Rockstar is going to redo this, it looks like they're not just going to port the game over and just overdo textures like they did with this version, even though, like I said, I still think it looks really, really great for the time being. Honestly, what's going to end up happening is Rockstar is going to completely redo a lot more of the graphics from the ground up is what they're going to do, and they're going to make it look more prettier than ever before, and it's going to have ray tracing on it with the sun reflections, as you can see with the sun shining down below us, and it's going to look a lot more realistic. Now, frame rate, there's a possibility of a couple ways that they're going to do it. Is it could play at native 4K at 60 frames per second, or it could possibly play at 4K 120, or maybe even 1080p 120. I personally don't think that this game is going to run at 4K 120 frames a second, but what I could possibly see is it being a 60 frame target, which honestly 60 frames for a game like this will be a miracle if you really ask me, because playing this game on console for a very long time only at 30 frames, dude, it's really going to be a humongous dream come true if they are able to get this game to run at a solid 60 frames. And honestly, that's what I honestly see that Rockstar is going to do, is they're going to make it run at 60 frames, because most of the new games are going to run at 60 frames, if not then 120, but the large majority of the new games coming for next gen will be at 60 frames at true 4K. And another thing about the 4K resolution, I honestly really can't wait to see how crisp and, clean that this game is honestly going to look in 4K on the new systems, as well as the frame rate. GTA 5 is literally going to be a much better game by the time it releases on the newer hardware next year. But those are all the details of the expanded and enhanced versions of Grand Theft Auto 5 that I named off. Like I said, the pricing I see it being is either Rockstar's going to resell it at $30 or $40, because with Rockstar saying that it's going to be, the online will be a standalone game for exclusivity on PlayStation 5, that basically tells you that they're going to recharge you for the entire game. But like I said, I can see them reselling it at $30 or $40, but I don't see them doing $60 or $70 for this game. And then, like I was mentioning about the release date, it could possibly come on those dates that I just named off, and then all the details of what we can expect with this new version. But anyway, I'm going to end the video, guys, so hope you enjoyed the video. If you please could hit a like if you enjoy this content. Subscribe for those of you that are new to the channel, and I will be sure to keep you guys posted with more gaming content in the future. And also comment down below of your thoughts of the pricing and what we can expect in the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5. And honestly, what frame rate do you honestly think that they're going to get it to run at, and all that good stuff. And possibly what release date do you think that Rockstar is going to release this game. So hit a like, comment down below of your thoughts of what we just talked about, and also subscribe for those of you that are new, and also turn notifications on so you don't miss out on any new videos when being uploaded, so you can keep up to date with all of the gaming news that we have for you guys. But other than that, hit a like, comment down below, and subscribe for those of you that are new. And we will be sure to keep you guys posted and catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, everyone.